Well, I have three standard questions that I'm asking all of those that I'm interviewing this year. I have one for you about systems. The legal and financial systems were often built for very traditional nuclear families. What do you see in your position as the biggest gap that kinship families fall through? And how does your program bridge that divide?
Yeah. So, in terms of, I posed this sort of question to my staff who work directly with kinship care families, in terms of what the biggest gap that they see. Of course, just financial in general is a big thing because, some of our grandparents are retired on a fixed income, but
Yeah.
housing has been a really big issue.
Mm.
We have grandparents who are living in a one-bedroom apartment that take in, kids, and housing is very expensive in our area. The subsidized housing that's available for older adults is unfortunately only for older adults.
Right.
It's not for older adults and their grandchildren. Our
Yeah.
Section 8 program is overwhelmed and overloaded. The
Mhm.
wait list is the number of years long.
Mm.
We need housing that is for these families.
I'm sure it's that way across the country, especially in larger populated areas like yours.
Yes, and just the cost of housing is astronomical, and it's hard to even find places to rent these days. So, housing is a really big issue.
So do you find people are working for grants in that particular area of support in DuPage County?
Well, housing has become, and I've noticed, has become a big topic in our area. Our county board has really started to focus on the housing needs of all the housing needs,
Mm.
not just for, our older adults or our families, but also for staff that work for the county.
Mm.
Housing again, costs are astronomical. So the state of Illinois has put together a work group in regards to ending homelessness, and because we do have grandparent families that are homeless as well, and that should not
Wow.
happen, right?
No, no, no.
So
Yeah.
it is being talked about. Action is being taken, and we see
Mhm.
action being taken, but we know that takes a long time, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm working with another woman to get some of this in front of different members of legislature, and that's an important topic that I don't think anyone that I've interviewed yet has addressed. So I'm adding that to the list of, I mean, that's a priority, right? A lot of grandparents raising grandchildren lose their homes because it's more important to feed a child and lose a home, which is one of your significant assets if you own one. So, housing, yes, is definitely important. Thanks for bringing that up. The policy question I have is if you were head of community services for the whole country, what is the one resource every grandparent raising grandchildren should have and why?
Well, and I hate to say the same thing, but affordable housing.
Affordable housing.
Really, I'm very passionate about the housing and
Mm,
homelessness.
yeah.
There should be maybe special housing vouchers for
Hmm.
grandparents or other relatives who take in children, right? There are
Yes.
special housing vouchers for our veterans.
Yes, you're
Can
right.
we do something for this group of caregivers, right?
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful point. Thank you.